Hello and welcome to an extremely crucial and intrinsic debate. This debate is going to lay the ground to a large extent about the future of Goa. It is going to talk about actions and activities undertaken by the people of Goa after a long time. We can see spontaneous movements spreading across different villages as people fight to protect their land, their resources and their future. The movement against PDAs all across Goa has now culminated into a much larger movement which not only talks about PDAs but it also speaks about the future of Goa, about planning. It talks about the problems that we have incurred with regional planning, and most importantly it talks about haphazard and uncontrolled development where there is only one thing in control, which appears to be the design of people in power to see to it that they maintain all the control at the cost of people and at the cost of empowerment of the people in the villages. This is what the narrative is, and of course this movement started with a massive rally in Panjim. There is going to be another rally in Margao on the 27th. Some of you will hear this program before the rally starts. Some of you may see this after the rally ends. But what will not change is the angst of the people as they fight against the government yet again. It all started off with the creation of the Greater Panjim Planning and Development Authority, undoubtedly to accommodate a new member of the Goa Forward Party, Babush Montserrat, who had to be given a prize for his loyalty to the party. He was made the chairman of the Greater Panjim Planning and Development Authority, and that is the time when the villagers of Santa Cruz and adjoining areas rose in revolt against what they felt was an absolutely unjust move. It all started off that way. Of course, at the same time, we saw that several movements were happening across Kalangut, Kandoli and that area, mainly the Kalangut constituency. Tiswadi, of course, there were various flash points. Santa Cruz, Bamboli, Kurka, all these places rose again in revolt at the whole urbanization of village areas. That is what the strongest narrative is. Margao also had its own share of problems. People have protested against the ODP in Margao as well. So the idea is that while these things have happened in places, we are going back to the same question that the people of Goa had raised way back in 2007 and 2008. Should we have one state, one plan? Should we have one planning authority? Should we divorce ourselves completely from multiple levels of reckless planning? These are issues that we need to take. From the Goa Forward side, the TCP minister is of the view that reacting to people's desires, he delinked all the villages from the PDA and was open to a dialogue. But of course, that act itself did not end the issue when the larger issue of scrapping all the PDAs became more prominent. But while we wait for the North Goa Planning and Development Authority Chairperson and MLA and Deputy Speaker Michael Lobo, I'll introduce the other guests in the panel this evening. I start off with Roshan Matthias, who's the convener of Kalangut Against PDAs, a fiery activist who's been undertaking grassroots struggles in that area. Next to him is Arthur D'Souza. He is the convener of the GAP organization, Going Cars Against PDA, which again, of course, has expanded from a smaller movement which was restricted to Santa Cruz, but it's now gone ahead. We also have Sirnar Buyao. He's an extremely well-known singer, composer, songwriter, and above all, an activist, and needless to say, a Going Car at heart. We also welcome very warmly an old friend, Rajan De Mello, who in his current avatar happens to be the chief spokesperson of the Goa Forward Party. His presence is extremely important to basically underline the Goa Forward Party's stand in the whole issue, because his minister and his president Vijay Sardesai is quite apparently in the line of people's fire at this point of time in the rally tomorrow. When Mr. Michael Lobo arrives, we will welcome him as well. I'll start off with Roshan. A quick a 1 minute, less than 1 minute opening remark on as an answer to just one question. Why do you not want PDAs?
It's not that I do not want PDAs. The entire village of Kandolim and Kalangut in the year 2015 January did not want these PDAs, knowing the mess that it would create for us. And sad to say, they were all cheated at that time, wherein on January 5th, 2015, everyone opposed it, including those members who were in the panchayat, the sarpanch, and all of them. And within 10 days, these same people turned round and they managed to convince the people, saying that all their houses would get regularized, whether in CRZ or outside CRZ. And looking at that, everyone decided, okay, fine, the PDA is the answer for us. And down the line, we have come to know that we have been cheated, and not only cheated, today we have been given more lollipops so that we go further into this death trap. And today the trap has become so much so that there is no other means but to shout and save ourselves from the death that is waiting for us.
Okay, we'll elaborate on these points a little later. Arturo, your opening remarks on the fact that it all started off in Santa Cruz and the cause was completely justified. After the TCP minister decided to delink all the villages, listening to the people, why did you change your goalpost as far as your basic demand was concerned?
See, sorry. In the first place, why we took to a different narrative is because we had the TCP minister visiting us many times. We had also spoken to them as far as our Bondwal Lake was concerned. Actually, the people had got together during the Bondwal Lake agitation, and we had gone to meet him. And he himself said that in 7 days he would come, and he kept his time frame of 7 days. He came to the Bondwal Lake. He made so many commitments. He made commitments on the ground, at the on the lake itself, saying that he is going to remove all the licenses that have been given. Now those licenses till today have not been removed. In addition to that, there are some more licenses that have been given, and keeping that in mind, that he has not kept his promise, his very first promise on the soil of Santa Cruz, we felt that the second promise that he made to remove PDAs was completely not to be taken in good taste, because
no, his promise was, he only said that he's delinking all the villages that were part of the Greater Panjim PDA.
Exactly, but then when delinking, it's okay, but then we needed something in writing, in black and white, and we knew that wouldn't come. In view of the political situation that is there in Goa today, we knew that it not
What
going to
was
come.
your demand? Your demand was that certain villages should be delinked from the Greater Panjim PDA.
Initially, it was just Santa Cruz.
Okay.
Initially, it was just Santa Cruz.
But after Santa Cruz was delinked, is it a fact that this committee which met, or this committee which was formed to get into this whole delinking issue, isn't it a fact that this committee finally recommended and a decision was taken to delink all these villages from the Greater Panjim PDA? Isn't that a fact? Now, why wasn't that decision good enough for you?
No, it is. He has taken a decision by himself. The board has not taken any decision. The board should have taken a decision, because the board, when we gave a memorandum, we gave a memorandum considering the basic baselines of Santa Cruz. So the board should have met. The board did not meet, and so therefore we just couldn't take his word at the face value.
Okay, we'll come to that a little later. Srinan Bab, the issue is, of course, you can speak for the whole state, and there are situations that are happening in Margao also, the problems with the Margao OTV, but I'll address a larger people's issue, because I think that's your area of strength as well. The issue is that in 2007-8, when the massive agitation against RP 2011 was happening, one saw that there was the huge energy in every village. I remember there were ladies who were in their 80s who came out of their homes and decided to come all the way to Panjim from Salset. There are people who travelled all the way from all parts. There was no organization. People just came spontaneously. Now, if you look at this agitation which is now happening, according to you, do you feel that it is a people's agitation but with a political twist? Is that what the feeling is, or do you get the feeling that it's the same energy that you see in 2007? Do you see any difference, or do you see there's a similarity between then and now?
I think it is something similar. People have coming on the roads now. Those people were not talking earlier, even in Fatoda. They started talking about these issues. But first, I would like to thank Vijay Sardesai for yesterday coming out with a video and doing propaganda for our tomorrow's meeting. So a lot of people were also not knowing about tomorrow's meeting. So he himself released one video and spoke about tomorrow's meeting. And म्हाका दिसता की सगळे गोंयचो लोक पेटला आता. See, if you see the picture, same people are involved. It started from this GPPDA, Babush Monserrat, Vijay Sardesai, and that same team is involved. So लोकांक एक आता भंय पडला आमची परते जमन्यो वचपाचे काय कितें झोन चेंज जावपाचे काय कितें. So that's why people are coming out now, and you will see this tomorrow in Margao meet.
Before I go to Trajan Babu, I have just one more question. See, the issue is, do you all at least agree to the fact that the agitations against the regional plan and the pitfalls of the regional plan is not a new agitation? It has been going on for a very long time. The problems that have entered the state through the PDA route or ODP route again is not a new phenomenon. Okay, my point is, why is it, why are we getting the impression, or why is that impression sought to be created, if at all so? Firstly, we need to agree that this is true or not. But my point is it also true that the way the agitation is being kind of portrayed or pitched at this point of time, does it also seem as if all these issues, the regional plan issue and the PDA issue, are new creations, and the point here is that the villain of the piece has to be Vijay Sardesai and nobody else. The point here is Vijay Sardesai, I'm sure, has a lot to answer for. Yeah. That the issue concerning ODPs and the issues concerning regional plans are not new issues. The point is, people spoke against the regional plan almost, say, 8-9 years ago. 10 years ago. The problems of the regional plan started in 2007 under the Digambar Kamat government. The issue about ODPs and PDAs is also not a new issue of, say, this government. Now the point here is, now this agitation is one getting the feeling that this agitation, the narrative of this agitation almost seems as if the regional plans and PDAs are new creations heaped upon the people of Goa at this point of time. My issue is that why isn't everybody else taken into the ambit? For instance, Digambar Kamat, then even Vishwajit Rani, other people who were in power at that point of time. Why are, in the sense that they also have a lot to answer for, isn't it?
No, what I would like to say is that I don't know whether they were involved or not involved, but at that period of time, whatever that Congress government had to do, they have done it. In recent 2017 manifesto also, Congress manifesto said that we'll scrap all the ODPs.
Right.
Regarding regional plan, Congress said we'll first amend the TCP Act and then we'll go for the plan whatever is suitable for Goa. So I don't think all are involved in this and in this issue. Now this issue has basically, as I told you earlier, started because of this GPPDA. And I would like to say here on this platform that this was a deal, a gift to Goa Forward against that Jack Sequeira's statue. They had announced the statue on 16th of Jan, our Honorable Minister, and this was a gift in return to Jack Sequeira's.
At this point of time, I welcome the Honorable Deputy Speaker and the Kalangut MLA and the NGPDA head, Michael Lobo, into this debate, and he of course is an extremely important figure in this entire discussion, in fact, which could not have happened without his presence. Thank you very much for spending time. Before we go to Mr. Lobo, Trajan Babu, my issue is, at this point of time, your party and your president seems to be the villain of the piece. Now the issue is tomorrow's rally and the rally that happened in Panjim, or especially tomorrow's rally, seems to have a complete Vijay Sardesai focus. How did Goa Forward get into this situation?
You have rightly said that Vijay Sardesai has become the villain. It is no more a issue of saving land. It is the issue how to defame Vijay Sardesai. Siddharth Bapu has said the same people are involved. Yes, which are the same people you see? Let us accept one position, that when Vijay Sardesai and the Goa Forward Party decided to have an alliance with BJP, there were a lot of feathers ruffled. Now those are the same feathers who have come forward in the name of this regional plan and PDAs, which, as you have rightly pointed out, has been a burden for a long time. The GBA agitation that started to scrap the PDA, I am on record from the other side to say that this was the political motive to destabilize the Congress government and bring in the BJP. And I have been proved right, because after the BJP then government came in 2007, and the plan was kept in abeyance, the whole GPA got dissolved. Today, from 2007 till today,
2012.
Sorry, 2012 to 2018, over 80 to 1 crore lakh of square meters of land has been utilized without conversion. Where are all these activists? Goa is being ruined, and here is my minister who comes forward and says that I am forming a committee of experts where no politician is involved, who will look into every aspect of that is being approved. Wherever areas have been covered up, which are supposed to be eco-sensitive, would be deducted. There is no scope under the present order to add any land for conversion in the present plan that he has opened up. Only what is available is you can deduct, and for which he has kept himself open. Now coming to Bab Arthur, as he said, we were not clear, we were not sure whether he would remove it or not. Arthur is on record on the camera to say that we will see how strong assurance, because you was asked, if the minister gives an assurance that he is going to delink, what you will do? We will see how confident his assurance is. Let me make one thing very clear. He did not respond to Arthur. On Saturday morning, I got a call from Vijay Sardesai to say that there have been announcement in the churches yesterday. Have you been on Good Friday? I said, I have gone to a religious chapel where they don't announce these local diocesan letters. But I checked, he said, today they have called for a press conference. Let us give them a Easter gift. I am responding to say that we are dealing here. He responded to a responsible institution which he felt and he's close to as a secular person, that when he came to know that these announcements are being made, so let's delink it. And he did it. But yet the goalposts, you have said, rightly pointed out, goalposts everybody is changing because everybody is trying to destabilize the government. As I said, as he has said, the same people who were ruffled then found there was nothing to when the moment.
Okay, we'll wait for others to respond. You set the tone of the debate very well. Welcome, Michael Bab. Now the issue here is that we'll go straight to your area and Calangute before we go into the larger issue. Now, essentially, I'll just basically note down 3 or 4 points which have been spoken about Calangute at large, and request you to answer. One is, of course, the one point that has been made by everybody is that the Town and Country Planning Act is absolutely outdated and it needs to change. Number one. Number two, the issue that the Calangute ODP shows fields and slopes which have public structures, but the fear is that a lot of these fields and slopes are going to be given to builders for haphazard development. That is another point that has been made. Also, the issue is the people in Calangute or people who are protesting against PDAs have said that village development committees are more than equipped to handle development of the area. Why do we need PDAs? Of course, they've said other things also, but I'm just opening the discussion with only these things.
See, first I will tell you on village development committees. All those people who lost election of Panchayat have made a backdoor entry into the village development committees. They have become members of village development committee. We respect them and they have to be respected. They lost, they came, they made a backdoor entry. So they are trying to impose themselves on the Panchayat bodies who are actually elected. Say a ward member is elected and a Sarpanch is elected by the ward members. So these people are trying to run the parallel Panchayat. Now there is a Panchayat body which is already elected. These village VDCs, village development committee members, are trying to run a parallel Panchayat. They don't want to gel up with the Panchayat and do work for the people. Now they are indirectly, these VDC members are trying, some of them are trying to oppose whatever good thing is happening. Why? Because they don't want anything good to happen. They don't want any structure which is built irregularly to be regularized.
Michael, according to you, what are the good points about the PDAs?
See, our area came under planning area. Now this is the 5th year. So, what has happened to Calangute? I am ready for a debate on Calangute, Baga, Kandalim. Let us take also the journalist, the senior journalist, and show them where is the scope for development in this area. Let us take them to Vados like Gumta Vado, Tivai Vado, Madda Vado, Gavra Vado, Khobra Vado. Let them only say, okay, there is space, there is vacant plot here, somebody can develop. There is no vacant plot. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to plan the remaining area, whatever is remaining, the fields and the hill, by keeping this for future generation, because these belong to the Komunidad. Komunidad of Calangute and Komunidad of Kandolim. This land, nobody can just come and build buildings tomorrow. Who can build what? I'll tell you. They'll just come and build 50 rooms and give it to on rent to some outsiders. And one person whose great grandfather, about say some years back, was a tenant. He's not cultivating that field now. He's built some 30-40 rooms and he's giving on rent to some people who are selling some beads on the beach, on the footpaths, who are selling ice creams, who are selling something else for them.
Okay.
So we are in process of demolishing all these structures. So those lands we are marking and saying that this land should be used for a hospital, this land should be used for an institution, this land should be used for educational hub, this land should be used for gardens, parks, senior citizens, should be used for football, should be used for mini stadium, should be used for community hall. So these lands are being filled up illegally by so-called tenants who are actually not tenants. You can ask the Komunidad also. We'll take the Komunidad along and let them tell blatantly that what development is going on in Calangute.
But will you ensure that these illegal tenants are moved out?
Moved out, we are demolishing all of them. This process is going on of demolition. We have, Calangute has got a record. Last 5 years, you see, Calangute, Kandolibaga, we did the highest number of demolitions through NGPDA. Highest number of demolitions. Lot of politicians, opponents went to the court to get stay order.
Okay. Okay.
Which we, NGPDA did not stop. We went ahead.
Right. Roshan, your MLA says and the NGPDA chairman says that look, most of the areas are completely chock-a-block. There is no scope for additional development. And wherever there irregularities are, those areas are going to be completely demolished. Now, you live in that area and you are agitating against PDAs. What is your response to this?
My response is basically now, first of all, I need to correct my MLA and who's also chairman of NGPDA. He just mentioned on record that we are under the Planning Development Authority for 5 years, which is wrong. We have come in the year 2015. So that's
14,
just 3 years.
14 it is.
15, January 2015, on 15th of January.
It
And here is the notification.
No, notification was issued, but we already have the order of the government. We started from 2014.
Okay, let's take 14. Okay.
So in these 3 years,
in these 3 years or 4 years, whatever.
In these 3 years, I would like to ask him on record, how many places have been demolished?
Michael Bach.
Let him take this from our office.
Instead,
How many orders are? How many orders were issued? How many he along with some of his group, along with the ex-MLA who wanted to make a backdoor entry just before this election. I won again. So he tried to stop our demolition. They made a mob fear. They gathered some mob. But when I reached over there and I explained to all the people what we are doing is for the good of the people. So police came and put them at the side. See, what we are doing is we are trying to do planned development. Now when I say planned development on the main road, you can go and see right from Abad Faria junction to football ground, we have completed. Let anybody come and say that we have done something wrong. How many houses are regularized on the stay order issued by the court that draft ODP should not be put into use till you finalize your ODP. On draft ODP, we have regularized nearly around more than 70-80 houses of the local people. Now all the structures, I'm talking about 90% of Calangute Kandolim is irregular. People's houses which were small, they made them big. They build first floor, second floor, third floor and gave them on rent. Means they are doing business. They are standing on their own feet. So we need to protect them. So when we are talking about protecting them, we need to regularize their structures. Now town planning cannot regularize the structure because the setbacks have to be seen that as and where it is basis, not 3 meter setback. On 1 meter also we will regularize. On the boundary also we will regularize. Leaving 2 meters also we will regularize. As long as you have built in your own property, or you are a Moonkar and you have built ground plus 2, no problem. We'll give you higher FAR and regularize. I am talking here for the local people of the coastal belt from Shinkerim to Baga. All those people who have built in their own property will regularize their structures.
See, the larger issue here is, I mean, the thing is, while we are focusing on Santa Cruz and Kalangut, and
that is a big difference.
On this
don't
regularization.
compare Santa Cruz, San Andre to Kalangut, Kandali, Baga, Shikiri.
I agree.
Our area is a
comparing.
commercial area. Let
Agree.
us be very frank, and we want our local people to stay back here. We don't want them to make a Portuguese passport and go to UK in search of job.
Right.
Why people make Portuguese passport and go is because they are saying, where is the job? Give us the job. We are telling them to stand on your own feet. You only build a guest house of 4 rooms and you will multiply them into 10 or 12 or 15 rooms. You can stay a decent life in Goa by making some money on your own. You don't have to depend on anybody.
But Michael,
So this is what we are promoting in our coastal belt. Even homestays are being promoted.
But that's absolutely fine. But what about the larger issue of complete concretization and urbanization of that whole area? In the sense that,
See, before I could become MLA, the whole area was already developed.
absolutely correct. I mean,
No, let anybody say it was not developed. I'll give you the Google image. When I became MLA, I have a Google image. 2012. You see, today's Google image you see. Same structures have only gone up. Now these are not outsiders. These are our local people. What we are going to tell them? To break your structures? Those people did not have money at that particular time. They built only ground floor. Now they have got first floor, second floor, third floor in their own property. They are making business out of it. They are earning a living. Government cannot give jobs. How many unemployed you advertise tomorrow? 20,000 youth are going to come and stand on the road for a job. That day, job was advertised. I'm talking about not permanent job. Some jobs at the collector's office were advertised for what? Just for I think 6 months contractual basis, LDC. And 15,000 people standing in the line. Some fainted over there. So we are telling the youth, you do your own business in your property. Let him say that he is not doing business in his own property. He is also doing. I'm happy. So let our youth continue doing that legal way. No coming down under pressure of any MLA, Sarpanch, ward member, nobody. You are on your own because you have got a legal license from the government, from the PDA, from the Panchayat, from the FDA, from anybody.
okay.
So this is our concept.
We'll quickly go back to Santa Cruz before in the next segment we'll take up the larger issue of Goa, and of course we'll refer to these villages also and talk about the rally tomorrow. Arthur Bab, just getting back to Santa Cruz. I again go back to another question. My issue is there is no denying the fact that people's opposition needs to be taken on record. There is no denying the fact that we seriously have to look into the kind of planning that we have, whether multiple plans are indeed good, or should we have one responsible regional plan under which planning has to happen. We'll address that in the second segment. The point that I'm trying to make here again is the fact that the issues concerning, say, Talegaon or Santa Cruz or that whole area, and Tiswadi or Elias, this whole belt, is that the problems of urbanization, the problems of the village bodies not getting enough power to take decisions, and we all know what has happened with Talegaon, and we all know what might have happened in Santa Cruz. The point that I'm trying to make is that this is not a 2018 issue. The issues on which Santa Cruz is fighting now has not germinated in 2018. It has germinated much earlier. I'm only trying to for the sake of the debate, try to find a justification in why this has become a 2018 issue when the problem has not been created in 2018. That's my point.
It is, in fact, what you're saying is absolutely right. These problems have germinated long ago. But what I'm saying is, if there is a person who's really trying to make a difference, he should have set on ground, got all his resources first in line, got all the base database on track, and then gone step by step. But what has happened is the PDA was suddenly shoved on our throats within 3 months. which was completely, anybody would look at it that it's coming like one bolt. Anyone will look at it. Why was that this thing used, firearm used? Why was that bullet struck in 3 months? Now, I fully agree that the issues of Kalamgud Kandoli are different. I agree on that. And I don't know whether his success rate is been utilized in some way. So see, here is the success rate, and let us also apply it, the same yardstick to other villages also. Now when we are talking about city villages, the PDAs were actually meant for cities. They have been now suddenly they have taken villages into this thing without even consulting the villages. And the point I am trying to make here is, without even considering the socio-economic issues of the village, without even considering the fact that there are so many aquifers in our peripheral background of Santa Cruz, the Burnwal Lake is in danger. So without considering those aquifers, without considering the reports taken by experts, whether they are geoscientists, or even there are so many reports even available at the Goa University, why those reports have not been taken into consideration? Why suddenly? And to add to it is, a politician is now going to sit down and say, let us plan. Now, we would have considered if the TCB minister had to take a decision at the TCB board level. Today he is adamant. He says, I am not going to have only a TCB board meeting. So, who are the TCB board members? They are the experts. They are experts from different fields. They have got IS officers, they have got Director of Agriculture, they have got people from all across the spectrum. Why are their decisions not taken?
But if a decision has been taken to dealing this village from the PDA, then the problem does not exist anymore, isn't it? It goes back to the village.
Just the decision, just the word given by the TCB minister is not acceptable. That should have been endorsed by the TCB board.
Correct. But my point is, pending that endorsement, why did your demand change from delinking villages to scrapping the entire PDA?
Because, see, we have not even solved the question of PDA. Suddenly the regional plan came in. And then suddenly something else comes in. So that excited a whole lot of people. It is not we who brought the regional plan into question. It was the TCB minister himself who brought the regional plan into question by trying to operationalize it.
Suppose the decision to delink all the villages is seriously taken and all the villages are completely delinked. Will you be satisfied?
We wanted first of all, let us sit after the PDAs are scrapped. Let us sit.
No.
Let us ask one thing. Which PDA you wants to scrap? Now, which PDA? Now, the other day, your demand on this Azad Maidan was all PDAs needs to be scrapped.
Yes.
Now, all PDAs is what? Panjim.
You have to take who are the experts? The experts on the ground are the people. People know where if one drop falls on one place, where it is going to go. People know it. People know the aquifers.
No.
People know where water is going to go. People know what.
No, you are pained of Santa Cruz and San Andre. Now you are talking about Mapsa also. You are talking about Panjim.
Absolutely, because now we are taking a stand of
areas
against
you don't
PDA.
want in PDA. So how you are going to plan?
He says it should be meant for cities, and now he says scrap that also.
That was
They don't know what to do.
initially.
What exactly?
That was initially. Initially, it was PDAs were meant only for cities. Why are you bringing the villages?
But now you don't want cities also.
Ah,
So what do you want?
Yes.
Which village is
Why
what now?
shouldn't a politician listen to the voice of the people? That's what I'm
We
trying
are.
to
See,
say.
I'll tell you something.
I will clarify that.
I think we have won with people's voting and blessing only. Not anybody did not just come and vote us.
Now that is a very
People
speculative.
voted for
That's
you
a very
with
speculative.
the
voted
promises
us
that you all made on the
because we
manifesto.
are going
No,
Which
no.
today not one of
Even
them have been
I-
respected.
Sir, I totally
Michael
disagree.
What is good for the
Michael
people?
Vapki,
Sir,
Now you are going all over Goa.
You have
You
won
have some
with the
problem on
votes of
San
those who
Andre
you have
and
lied
Santa
to.
Cruz. Honorable Minister Vijay Sardesai, I have seen his video. After having a meeting with them in his chamber. As
Not with us.
Okay,
Not with us.
Your people were there.
Not with us.
Victoria Fernandez was there. Rudolph was
That
there.
was
I
just
have
outside.
seen-
That was outside.
No, there was a meeting and he
There
said
was no
that
meeting, there was no
I
meeting.
am
Delinking.
delinking means I am
Considering that.
no, I am the
He
board
just
will
took
be
the memorandum,
called
sir.
and I will immediately reverse this decision and remove the these areas from the PDA areas, that is Santa Cruz and San Andre, from Greater Panjim. He'll remove and bring it back to TCP. Was his word, and he said that immediately I will have a meeting. Now after this also they went ahead with the meeting of PDAs in Panjim, and they said that we don't want PDAs all over Goa. Somebody stood up over there and said so many bad things, including they said we'll set fire on Vijay Sardesai. Not accepted. This is not done. Somebody comes and stands on a mic over there and says that let us all go together and put fire for his house and put fire for him. What is this?
Okay.
Where are we living? What exactly is the problem, and what exactly you want?
The problem
he
here
said
is
that he is going to remove it.
The
If he had
problem
not
here
to
is-
remove, no, if he had not to remove, then you can
The
go
problem
ahead
is
with the
you have
agitation.
pained
With
us.
the agitation.
Okay, okay.
Let me clarify.
No, don't
Let me clarify,
don't
because we were
make
there
a problem
standing.
where people.
Let me clarify.
See, there are different issues in different
Madam,
villages.
2 quick responses,
My
please.
my village is having a different issue. My village is like sitting on a time bomb. We are doing a sewerage system now, which was supposed to be done 20 years back. Our area is already developed. We have got 25 to 30,000 rooms over there, where everybody is making money. All our people are living on that. It is like every taxi driver is making money because there is a restaurant working or hotel working. Now they are saying that this area should not be under PDA. Then what it should be under? Under Gram
Village
Sabha?
Panchayat.
Okay, quick response.
How can it be under? Who is there in the village panchayat
Your
to
people.
say?
Your members are
No,
there.
members are separate. I am talking about what infrastructure you have got.
We have.
Okay, no.
Why
quick-
don't we
VDC is not infrastructure.
Okay, quick response.
said so?
VDC are all the
One sec,
people who have
one sec.
lost election
Quick
and
response.
Including
and
your
made a
punch
backdoor
members.
entry.
One sec,
Including
Roshan.
your punch members.
Roshan, quick response. Let's look at the larger issue. First, you respond to the larger issue of the fact that at the end of the day, PDAs have been existing. PDAs have been existing for cities. There can be a valid demand that PDAs should not get into village areas. That is understandable completely. From the demand to de-link villages from the Greater Panjim PDA, how did it kind of expand to scrapping all PDAs? My issue is that if you could just respond to that and then I'll give the floor to Roshan to respond to
This-
what Michael said.
What I'm all saying is when the first PDA was being planned, it was planned somewhere in 81, and there were no external pressures. They were all in-house. There were no external pressures from whether it is MLA or whether it is minister. There was no. It was all in-house. It was planned by the department itself, together with experts. Now here we cannot accept the fact that politicians can be experts. You tell us that you have got experts on the panel. You tell us that you have created a base plan. Now there is no data. There is no data of the economic
Abdullah bhai,
conditions, the social
I agree with you
conditions.
100%. My only question is that when each of these PDAs were formed years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, why were these points not raised then? Why were the PDAs allowed to be formed and functioning for such a long time?
See,
That's my point.
It is the question is
Which area are you referring to that never made noise?
Kalangut Kandoli.
We made a noise.
Since when?
It's here.
Since when?
Here, you have it. 2015 when it was proposed. You
Okay.
have it here.
See, I'll tell you.
You have it
Kalangut
here. And we were,
Panchayat,
no, 1 minute,
Kalangut
let me
Panchayat
have
made
a
a
point.
noise.
Sure. Just
And Kalangut Panchayat
I'll
made
give
a
you
noise,
yeah.
and every plan approved by the PDA, whether it is for your house, for his house, for his reconstruction, for his hotel, or for his building of 10 flats or 20 flats, the Kalangut Panchayat made special meetings to pass these plans quickly. I don't know for what. If
Okay,
they didn't
according
want,
to you-
they wouldn't have passed any plan.
Okay, according to you, the thing is, firstly, Roshan, just respond to what Michael said, and then I'll ask you a question.
What is that?
Just respond to all the points that Michael made.
See,
Michael-
first
Michael
point
Bombay.
is let us understand this bigger picture, okay? I would never go and study science or study about cancer unless it has affected me first. So the first step of mine would be go to a doctor. I have cancer, so I start treatment. Then I would do research and see which are better hospitals, and I grow from small to big. The same thing has happened in Santa Cruz, same thing has happened in Kandoli. We were all affected little bit by the PDA. we started doing studies, and today we have come to know that the entire thing is such a blatant wrong thing to happen to anyone in humanity actually. I will tell you why. I will tell you why.
What is wrong?
I will
That's
tell you
important.
why.
What is wrong?
Now if you see, I am here with the TCP Act. This is made in 1976. Okay? This has come at a time when people like us were not there. Now when I am saying people like us, our forefathers didn't have the education we had. They were simple people. They were fishermen. They were farmers. How could they ever think of planning their village? My grandfather, like he is saying, was a tenant of a field. What he did? He is the one who helped PVV and was making bread there. So can that man design a building? So at that point of time, it was fair enough that the government and their expert panel came and planned a village. It was good. But on today's day, don't we have doctors in our village? Don't we have engineers? Don't we have people like us who have studied the minimal but still able to do something for our village? Then where is the point of this coming? Now, what has happened is, the whole of India has realized this. India in its constitution has bought the 73rd, 74th amendment because they know the people are able to do things today. So they have given powers. We are asking, put those powers in the TCP. Vijay Sardesai made a statement saying that we have asked the TCP to be removed. Please tell him to prove it to us and show me that statement. And we will all take our demands back. It has nowhere been said.
So
what we mentioned was
that grassroots planning and the points of the 73rd and 74th amendment should be applicable.
Yes. We are not saying remove the PDA. Bring the PDA back to us, but give us the planning.
Let it go from bottom to top.
We are fine with it.
But
another thing is,
the ODP is being planned in Kandolim village panchayat and also in Kalangud village panchayat. We have kept the plan open for the last 2 years in the Kandoli panchayat, where people could do any type of suggestion.
This is a total blatant lie.
Any type of suggestion.
You know very well the ODP was brought into notification
and draft ODP came out.
Sorry. You are the one who cheated entire Kandolim and Kalangut and took the plan back within 20 days.
Ask him.
And you didn't bother to say a word.
How much area is being reserved for the people of Kandolim?
You didn't bother to say a word to any of us until we had to go and shout at the court.
Let's
7 lakhs.
You didn't bother and you cheated every Kalangut constituency person.
That is why I won the election.
You won the election on a blatant lie.
Let's stick to issues.
Today you are functioning.
There is no personal.
No personal. Today you are functioning more of a.
Stop you there because see, you address issues. There is no problem.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Points that you are making are absolutely valid. Don't get personal.
No, it's not personal.
Okay. The only issue. Okay, I'll give the floor back to you. There are only two issues here. One is that what Michael Bab is saying is that the draft ODP was kept open for public
for just 20 days, which is wrong.
Was it kept only for 20 days?
Now it is open for 60 days.
No, I'm talking initially when it came. What happened in 2016?
It was there for nearly 5 to 6 months. You can check the dates.
ODP for
check
5 to 6 months.
Okay.
Check the dates.
Okay. The point is, okay. Now the thing is,
sir,
whether it is
I am sitting with my High Court case, which I am one of the petitioners, and the respondent NGPDA has mentioned it. Saying that they kept it for 20 days and they took it back because of
that is during the election.
Exactly.
Election.
Now listen to the change in the statement.
Once code of conduct comes, we have to stop the process.
So after the code of conduct came, nobody said anything.
Nobody said another 60 days.
Okay, the point is, okay, the issue is that if 60 days has been given, we take your point.
It was not given.
Days. No, I'm saying 60 days has been given now.
Now, why wasn't it given that time? Did they already had to plan to cheat us that time? Is it that we people had to go to the... It was not given.
The code of conduct came, we cannot take it further.
Yes,
so the
60 days was not given.
The larger point, I'll just give it to others. The larger point that you are saying, I mean, let's look at a solution now. The larger point that you are saying is that if the same process under the PDA is made more people friendly and transparent and top down, and plans are kept open to allow people of the village to participate in the planning process, then you all have no problem.
We have no problem.
So,
it's not top down. Sir, I would like
bottom up.
I would like to say
from
something.
Kandolim, we have, if he doesn't know, we have 800 applications which are come. 800 applications are come now, and before that another 700 had come during the land use map. So from Kandolim, I'm talking, not Kalangut. Kalangut is separate. Now, since the date was nearly completing, we had 200 more applications on the last 3 days of Kandolim village.
For changes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever means to put their house on record.
So okay, what Roshan is making a very important point. Let's take that on record and just clarify whether he's saying this. See, what you are essentially saying is the problem is not with PDAs per se. The problem is the way the PDAs are being handled and how the process is handled.
See,
if that is the case, then if there's a correction in the process and if it's more people centric, then there is no issue of PDA. Are you saying that,
Yes.
or are you saying that the PDAs as an institution should not exist?
See, the PDA is an authority, as I told you, made by the TCP in the time when we were not capable. Today, entire India through the constitution has realized that we are capable, but the TCP doesn't realize that.
Okay, so the issue here
So
is,
what we are saying is, you make the amendment in the TCP Act, the PDA will remain. Then let the planning come to us. We are fine with it. We are fine
so
with
this
it.
this is actually a big change from the whole then if that
This-
is the
yeah.
case, then the whole nomenclature anti-PDA doesn't fit in
No,
with
no,
what
I'm
you're
not
saying right
agreeing
now.
to, I would like to say that we should scrap PDAs. And our Trajan Bab was very much in Congress that time when this manifesto was being drafted, and he was one of the members of that manifesto committee, I think. And he would
Even
would
Vijay,
vote
Vijay
right.
for that
Vijay.
matter was also.
Okay,
So, in fact, Vijay and his entire team, Prashant Naik, I think yesterday one video also was circulated, and he was saying, Movin, hi, Movin, Murdabad, Paisha Khale, Movin, Murdabad. In fact, Vijay also was there in that team, and Prashant also was there in that team. And you just mentioning about GBA thing in 2007.
Yes.
Prashant Naik, Dilip Prabhudesai, the core team of and Mohandas Lolekar, Vijay Sardesai, they were anti RP whatever 2011,
Yes,
and these
yes.
people are there with him today.
Sir, the issue is when you say no PDA, okay. Now, what is your solution? The issue is when you say no PDA, then the next question is what next?
VDC.
So, what is the solution? You are saying what you don't want, which is fair. What do you want?
For that,
There is a suggestion.
for-
VDC,
We have the
Village
VDC.
Development Committee is
No,
going
no,
to
he is
decide.
talking about Panchayat Raj thing, about the 73rd.
He is going to
74th
decide
amendment.
which project will come, which
Yes.
house will come, who is going to build how many
Yes.
room house.
No, problem,
but
problem,
Who has done this?
no,
The
the problem
VDC
with
is
our
basically
minister.
from the center.
They are
These are central.
thinking or
Michael
representing
Bamma's
the word of VDC. Village
I'll tell you
Development
something
Committee
about Fathoda
is
now.
to develop the village
With
and
all
not
our
the planning.
structures and
With
everything.
plan.
Sorry.
I'll tell you
Okay,
something.
okay,
plan.
Just
There
a
is a
minute.
planning
I'll
point
tell
of
you about
view is
Fathoda
separate.
now. I'll tell you about
Sorry,
Fathoda.
Kalangud warriors, just
yeah,
let the
I'll tell you
warriors of
something about
Kalangud
Fathoda
just-
now.
Let's go to Fathoda.
Yeah, please. See, problem with our MLAs and ministers is Michael Bab Ragad hai na, ki they want to show the people that we are doing development, and Vijay wants to show that fast development. आपने यहाँ क्या लेते हैं. Now, recent issue is about a multipurpose ground in Fathoda. We have a multipurpose school playground there, where cricket is being played, football is being played, kho-kho is being played. People go for walking in the morning. People learn bikes and cars and everything. It's multi-purpose. Now Vijay wants to remove all these facilities, and he wants to construct a big ground over there. And now I have been playing there since my childhood. My children are playing there. So he wants to show I have done development. Basic problem is he doesn't want to see what are people's views there, what people want, what the locals want.
No,
This,
that's why I
and
asked
it is
you a
his
question.
arrogancy.
Sirama, I asked you a question. You said that we do not want PDAs.
Yeah. There
What
can
is
be
the
good
solution?
there can be good town planners. We have
Okay.
good architects. We have good engineers. We have
No, I think
other
before
professionals.
we end this, let us open it up to a larger issue. See, the point is we focused on different villages and village-centric and local issues, which are undoubtedly most important. But I think what is larger issue, and I think I'll ask Michael Bab to wear his hat of a NGPDA and a planning head, and others will obviously respond. Is it a time to look into a holistic one state, one plan, rather than have multiple levels of planning? See, what is happening is that Goa is a very extremely small state. We have only one parcel of land. Won't it be better if we have a revised regional planning process, where both the cities, urban areas and rural areas, and let us accept one fact: large parts of Goa, the thin dividing line between rural and urban is really getting totally blurred. Where rural ends and where urban starts, we do not know. Okay, so I think to ensure that this planning can happen holistically, why don't we have a combined regional plan or one holistic regional plan, which will look into both urban areas and rural areas,
And who will do it?
and have a people-centric bottom-up approach. Why don't we? My point is, if we agree that okay, scrap all the PDA, scrap NGPDA, scrap SGPDA, have a regional planning process where under the regional planning process you have different branches that look at development of certain areas, but under one plan and under one policy. Michael, I'll just ask you to respond to this thought.
See, what I'm saying is that Goa needs a plan like rural Goa and urban Goa. Urban Goa PDAs are there, rural Goa town planning is there. But what I'm saying is that some part of the villages should remain as beautiful village. Maximum development you can allow is ground plus 1 or 2, max 2. So in that plan of that area, it should be mentioned over
Why
there.
can't we have one plan which says all this?
We cannot go beyond ground plus 2.
No, yeah, but
this should be
why can't we have
this
one
should be
plan
the
which
elevation of the your house, building or whatever. It cannot be something else only.
precisely
The look of the
my-
village only
Even in
changes.
cities, we cannot have vertical development.
question
We
is
cannot
larger.
have. See, I'll just tell you.
Absolutely,
In
correct.
350 just square meters area, there are some places in Margao in new zoning around 1,000 flats coming up. There is no proper light, proper water facilities for future. I'm talking about future. So how can you do that? There are no roads there. 5,000 people will be coming in that 350 square meters. So how
Not
will
350. Cannot be 350.
350 square meters radius म्हणता हूँ तू.
Ah.
In radius of 350 square meters. So जातले कशें? गाडी खंयच्यान वतली, स्कूटर खंयच्यान? आतां पयलीं रस्ते ल्हान आहा. कितलो डेव्हलपमेंट म्हणून बिल्डरा जाय म्हणून कितलो डेव्हलपमेंट करपाचो? पयशे कोणा मेळटा म्हणून हॉटेलां घालून
My point is,
करपाचें ना न्ही.
why should there be this rigidity or insistence on having different plans? I'm saying that the same objectives can be achieved. That's one school of thought. The same objectives can be achieved is to have a one state, one plan. All the good points of the existing PDS can be taken on board. All the negative and the anti-people points can be thrown out.
That also can be considered. Why not?
Yes.
But how? Who is going to bail the cat?
The government has to do it, the people in
But
power has to
for
do it.
how long? Now you are talking about a plan
Yes.
for Goa.
Correct.
We were talking about a master plan for tourism.
Yes.
Now we are talking about 6 years now.
Absolutely.
That work has started. It's still not ended.
Absolutely not.
Nobody is
Correct.
consulted.
Correct.
Nothing has happened. So are we talking about that sort
And
of
what
a
is
planning?
important is
Somebody
important here
needs
is
to be
the
quite serious
master
when
plan,
we are doing
the
this.
master plan for tourism, the master plan for IT, all these master plans have to be dovetailed as part of the overall regional plan, so that there is one, you are looking at everything on a common
See,
dashboard.
that is why I'm saying that somebody has to be serious to do this.
Who is that somebody?
Who is that somebody?
That's
It
the
should be
MLAs and
Somebody
the
has to
ministers.
be-
Either
See,
You have been in
all
government for
these
last
people
6
see,
years.
all
Michael
MLAs
Babu.
India
MLAs
is a
are marking their own
democratic
area.
country.
You have been in
Give me
government
one
for last
minute.
6 years.
Give me 1 minute. India is a democratic country. There's so much of groups which are there. Like one group of Roshan will say, we want like this, we want VDC. He will say, no, not VDC, only Panchayat can rules. He will say, no PDAs. They will say, okay, we'll accept PDAs from this side to this side. See, I am doing a plan for Kalangut and Kandalim, which I know, and the people who are involved with this planning, whoever participated in this planning, they know that this will solve the people's problem of Kalangut about their own structures which are built irregularly built for so many years, and they are just like that with one house number of a panchayat. So what I am trying to say is that if somebody starts with a plan for entire Goa, there will be 100 quarters saying that याचे कितेतरी vested interest हा वो कितेतरी आपल्या फायद्या खातीर करता. So this is what we get in return when you try to do something good. So that percentage which is there, who is opposing you, they will always oppose.
we'll take
You
that point
need
on
to
record.
go forward and do what is right and what your conscience
we have
and
one
your
second.
heart
I would
says
like
what
to
is right.
speak on the same.
We have about 8 minutes on the debate. I'll just ask all of you all to have a closing remark, but in your closing remarks, take into account the way forward and what the solution is. It's extremely important that we end on a solution-based approach. Because we have been critical, we've highlighted points. Let's look at a solution-based approach. What Michael Babu is saying that this can be considered, but the point is you still need to do piecemeal work because there'll be various vested interests who will give their points of view if there's an overall regional plan. We don't know how much everybody will agree to it or not, but that's a point that we must respectfully take on board.
See,
Rajan
the
Babu, you are
point
one by
is,
one.
point is when Mr. Parrikar was in Goa, he did not touch this regional plan. Once he is not there, why did Vijay touch this?
No, that is another issue. That I would see that I think
Michael can answer
is a classic case of Vijay Sardesai's over enthusiasm, because the issue is it's a hot potato which nobody wanted to touch. Vijay Sardesai, in all his, I would say, enthusiasm and innocence, let's put it that
Also
way,
innocence.
decided to touch it, because the issue is that what is interesting, and that's what we've written
Right now it is a
is that he has
headless. The
drawn the
government is a
entire
headless
criticism
chicken.
onto himself.
It's more like
Right now-
curiosity killed a cat. kind of
See,
situation.
who made the plan and who is facing the music? We have to also think about
Okay,
it.
one by one.
Vijay
okay.
made the plan and we are facing the music.
Okay,
No, Vijay
We
did
can-
not make this plan.
He was part of the regional plan.
No, he was
21
not part of the
when
regional
it was being
plan.
made by
Okay.
Congress.
Okay, Rajan Bab, closing remarks.
Every time they are saying that the people should be considered. Let us not forget that the elected representatives of these areas have given letters to the town head planning minister. And the moment the town head planning minister found out that it was not in tune with the grassroots people, he immediately took a decision to drop it. But these people went further.
कोई क्या
Now,
लगा
one minute,
where did it drop
Is it done?
One
It is
minute.
done. 19 April meeting is
He has
cancelled.
not
क्या
done
मतलब
that.
है?
Cancelled because the
He has not had the DCP board
keep
meeting
on
only.
changing, keep on changing your post. You're not going to fool there.
Who? We are not
don't
changing. You
wanna
all are
change the
changing. Vijay is changing.
The world knows it.
First it was PDA, then
The
after he
demand
brought the
to
DCP,
denotify
then
Santa
he's
Cruz still
then
remains.
he's
Show you.
bringing something
I
more.
will show you your fortnightly brought out an article by Sauter. Sauter is none other than the executive coordinator for governance of the social justice. He said that these are ringleaders who are trying to take the people this.
No, that's his point of view. Yes.
1 minute, but he's a member of the organization. That is about this. This is the point of view. I'm not challenging his view. I'm not trying to. He's
Okay,
doing
Rajan Bab.
1 minute, sir.
What is the way forward? According to you, what is the solution?
The way forward, what you said that Vijay did not bring it innocently. He brought it with a well thought because this has taken lot of efforts, this regional plan. And he has given safeguards by forming a committee. Let's correct what is wrong and go ahead. If you don't want to correct what is wrong, for which is open.
So who is supposed to correct it? Are we supposed to correct it, or he is supposed to take the initiative
that
to
is what
correct
they
it?
formed the committee, no? That
Which is the committee?
Bab.
Which is the
Nothing will be
committee?
added.
Rajan Bab, you
Who
all
is
have
the
got
committee?
more
Tell
than
us, who is the committee?
you have got more than 600 objections. Am I right? Have you all corrected those
That will be
first?
considered now,
When?
no?
When? After the damage is done.
Then the question of damage done.
You please go onto the internet and see there are advertisements coming of builders based on regional plan 2021 clearances projects available.
See, what he is
Means
talking
what?
about is
2021.
between 2011
and
September
Yes.
and May 2012.
Nothing has happened.
No, that is the time.
When both plans were
No,
Put
that
it operative.
No,
Correct.
that
See,
was
let us accept
all
the-
lot
let
of
us
clearances
accept
were
the
given,
deci- the
including in
decision-
Parra
The
village.
decision of the government to basically dance with both plans, that too was completely confusing and wrong. That should have been a temporary process where you put on hold regional plan 2021 and have a proper plan and correct it. But to keep this in abeyance for almost 3 to 4 years, where you decide to look at plan A and plan B and arrive at a
6
middle
years.
plan, that is what killed Goa. Let's accept that.
6
Exactly.
years it is.
That is what killed Goa.
And that
But
is what, if you
he was trying
remember,
to stop, no?
That is what killed
That
Goa.
is
But
exactly-
by opening this plan, he wanted to
There
stop
was,
it.
there was no planning at all for 6 years.
that is
I agree with
exactly
you.
what
That-
we said
And
during
1
our
lakh
public
square meter of
meeting in
land, orchard
Azad
land has been
Maidan.
converted.
Correct.
Houses have come up and nobody has said anything about
Why,
it.
if you all know
And now
about
that
this,
you are bringing an order, we said that no orchard land can be sold in piecemeals. You have to come
If-
for a
if-
LOC.
if-
We should stop
I'll
all
come to
this.
you.
You are opposing this too.
If
if
I'll
Goa
just complete.
Forward is officially saying that they are aware of 1 lakh square meters, how many you said? 1 lakh?
1 lakh.
Yeah. What have you all done about it?
That is exactly what he has to first stop, but no.
You please
First
stop
you have
it,
to
no.
stop and then
You have TCP
Arey,
Act
you are
with
just
you,
not
please
talking
stop
about
them,
having
no?
cancer. You have
It
to
is
first
not
stop it and
worth
then
arguing
come
please stop
with
it.
back.
Don't
some
open
of
another
these
plan.
people.
Along with that, there's an order. What are you? You don't know what he's talking.
Hold on.
There is an order. We said that you cannot sell land.
Siran Bab,
Anymore.
Then stop it through
your
TCP,
closing
no?
remarks. Roshan, one sec. Your closing remarks. The way forward and how do we get out of this?
नाही, what I would like to say is या सरकाराक सध्या कसलीच दिशा ना आणि गोंयची दशा करून उडयल्या. This is a, you can say, leaderless, headless chicken म्हणटा पळय तशें, headless chicken government, and wherein they have constituted 3-member illegal committee to look after the affairs of the state, and it's very funny, and yesterday only I have named that committee as Casino Advisory Committee. In these days they are after the casinos. So this is totally not acceptable. This government is totally failure, and
So what is the solution? What is the way forward? Problems we know.
yeah.
Now my point is, what is the solution?
Practically, the agitation is being led by all those people who are anti against this government. All those people who have lost elections, they have brought some people together and they are trying to show the other.
Please,
okay, Bakir
this
Babu.
thing.
आता किती इलेक्शन हा इलेक्शन ना मरे आता
Arthur Babu, okay. You attempt a solution. My point is, what is the way forward?
I'm not talking about you.
If-
You didn't lose the election.
If we are really looking for a way forward,
Yes, we are looking for a way forward.
and it has to come to a solution. I think we have to take our movement to a next level. Scrap all these MLAs and politicians.
Best.
And come up with a new set of politicians only.
Because I was telling you the same thing.
Problem.
No, no, I was telling you.
Now the political agenda is exposed. That they are trying to destabilize.
I was telling you the
Nothing
same
else.
thing.
This
That
problem-
That is out of the bag.
democracy,
They want to destabilize the
democracy,
government.
Mutamati, Tenkana.
The
That
cat
is
is
what
out of the bag.
The
They
speech,
want to
the
destabilize the
speech
government.
on
I'm talking
Azad
to
Maidan was
politicians.
put
Michael
fire
Bab-
for
Michael
Vijay
Bab-
Sardesai and his bungalow.
Michael Bab,
They are saying that we
Not
will not open
तुम्ही डेमोक्रेसी कहीं तो बोल रहा है माइकल बाप where is the democracy in this government माइकल बाप माइकल बाप
The cat is out of the bag.
Michael
They
Bab-
want the government to go home. I have said it in the beginning. There is a political agenda.
No, Arthur Babu.
The same thing.
माइकल बाप तुम्ही कहीं तो बोल रहे डेमोक्रेसी
One sec, one
हाँ?
sec.
There is
What is
one
this
thing I
CSC
would
बोला
like
कि
to say
नहीं
about
You
democracy.
can outshot me because my throat is bad. but
There's
I'll
one
just
thing I
humbly
would like to
request you.
just
One
complete
second,
with
Roshan.
this
Roshan, I'll
democracy
come to
part
you.
of it.
Roshan, I'll come to you. One second. You can end it. I'll just come to you. Arthur Babu, okay. Let's leave the political part out. You all want this government to go, new politicians happen. Very good. And that may be the hope and aspiration of many people.
Yes.
That's okay. My point is, at this juncture, what is the non-political situation? In the sense that, see, all of y'all, you're agitating for it to come to a logical conclusion. My point is, you all are not agitating for the sake of agitating. You will agree. You will agree. My point is, if you are not agitating for the sake of agitating, if ultimately if you have a goal in mind, and if you have a solution in mind,
Their goal is to that
what
this
is-
government
what
should
is-
go for a goal.
One second.
Their agenda is only one.
second.
The government
No.
was everything is
No,
okay
no,
under
Michael,
that.
Today's politicians.
No, Michael Bab.
Today's
Arthur Bab.
politicians
Ah.
have
They will be the
got everything
politicians,
wrong.
next politicians.
Arthur Bab.
And they want to be the next
Have got
politician.
it everything wrong.
Today's politician is bad.
I'm coming to
They
the
want
point.
to be the next politician.
I'm coming to the
Simple
point.
as that.
I'm coming to the point.
Right.
Today's politicians have got it absolutely wrong. When they go to the assembly, it is their job to legislate. It's not to make things worse for the people.
Okay.
So by putting a PDA there, is just actually making things worse for the people.
Yes.
Because what we are asking is, you make things which are as per democratic norms. 73rd and 74th Amendment, what is stopping you from doing that? There was also a bill that was introduced in 2009 by the erstwhile government. There was a bill. Why have you taken threads from that bill and used the 73rd and 74th Amendment,
So are
where
you saying if
our
there is a-
plans are being submitted to the district
So
level?
Are you saying that if there is a one state, one plan and
Yes.
a bottom-up approach? It
Yes.
works? Okay.
That's it.
So, Roshan, your solution.
I like to come back to Kalangut where our honorable MLA, he is talking about regularization of houses which we don't want.
Solutions, because the debate is over.
Yes.
We are looking at
Yes.
solution. 2 minutes on.
So
on
my
way
thing
forward.
is the solution
What
comes
is the
here itself with CRZ notification.
Okay.
Where the CRZ itself is inviting those who have irregular structures to come and regularize them.
Cannot be. Their affair is more. They are what CRZ is saying, within 33% you make your plan in 33%. They already have 80%. So that solution is
So-
only with us.
so
the
that means-
regulation needs to be changed. Regulation means the setback should be 3 meters. CRZ will not accept your plan with a setback
that
of 1
means-
meter.
so that
we
means
need
the
to change
NGPDA
the regulation on the final ODP. The regulation will be changed. He doesn't understand that.
So that means
he needs to learn that.
means what we are trying to say is the NG. One minute, sir. Let me finish.
No,
let me
I'll allow you to finish. You're only finishing.
Yeah. So
You're-
what I'm
you're
saying
last
is the
speaker, you're only
NGPDA
finishing.
has got the authority to change CRZ regularization laws. Can it override
Yeah.
the 33%?
We are going to bring this whole thing under CRZ2 by showing the entire setup, because that is already accepted by CZ MPIC. National Coastal Zone Management Authority has already
Roshan,
accepted
But
See,
in
this
the
is a
ODP
subject-
it is still showing as
Roshan, this is a
CZ3.
subject of another discussion. We can get into that. I'm saying, if we look at a broad-based approach on this, my point is, we understand that there are critical issues that need to be discussed. We take on board your point that the point is it is not being people-centric. We take on board what you say.
That's one,
My
yeah.
point is, what is the way forward? My point is agitation is for a purpose. when will you all be satisfied? What is the solution that needs to be put in place? At the end of the day, we all of us live in Goa. We are all here for the benefit of the people and for the love of Goa. When will this end? I mean, in the sense that what should be done to see to it that people get satisfied?
See, the first thing to be satisfied is first I should understand that what I have is not proper. If I am satisfied, if I am satisfied with something that is good.
Some people are totally unsatisfied
Can I
souls.
speak for 1 second?
You give them heaven and they'll still not be satisfied.
I'll come back to
I'm
you,
the
but-
least
Satisfaction
I haven't
unda vaja na denga.
No, that's why I'm allowing
You give them 100%, still they'll not be satisfied.
Okay, okay. Roshan Bab, just elaborate a little bit on the way forward. Because
On the
very
way
important.
forward is exactly
Only
what
go
I'm saying.
forward.
Yeah, let Roshan speak.
The way forward is
Go forward.
the way forward is come up with the truth and tell us how these things can be regularized. If the ODP can openly tell us that through their authority they can override the CRZ 33%.
Of course we can.
Okay,
We
let
will
them
invite
come on
them.
record.
We will invite them in the board meeting. Not only him,
See, that means
the
the
entire
ODP
team. The
that
entire
means-
team will be
That
invited
means
because
this is
they
happening
are
outside
party.
the ODP.
They are party in the High Court. We have to give them a personal hearing. They will be invited in our office, where all our officers will be there. CRZ people also will be invited. So they will explain to them. I am also trying to bring in that National Coastal Zone Management Plan who is drafting for Goa, especially the Kalangut, Kandolim, Baga coast, how they have done. I am also in process of inviting them from Chennai. So let us all talk together with them. So if they understand, it is very fine. Even sometimes they understand and pretend not to understand because they are the people who
So my point
who want
is, if
Michael,
that is the way,
Michael, is Michael not
Ghost-
saying it on behalf of the government or on behalf of Goa Forward now?
No, right now he's speaking as
He's
NGPD.
forward.
So my point is,
Okay,
I am
good.
chairman of NGPD.
My-
The
He's more obsessed
minister,
about Goa Forward
the
than
minister, the minister
Why are
of
you getting excited?
minister of the government is Goa Forward. I mean
You are
to say
overexcited. You
that
have cat, let the cat out of the bag by saying.
Obviously.
I will tell
See,
you
the
the
problem
solution.
is-
Who has-
For these people,
What has
they
happened to
only
Goa
want the
for the
government
past
to
so
go.
many years?
The
What has
Sujay
happened
Bab,
to
the
Goa?
problem is
The same people are getting elected again
the
and
problem
again.
is
Okay,
that
I'll conclude now.
Same people are
the
getting
problem
elected
is
again and again.
nobody is ready to trust Vijay Sardesai anymore
absolutely not.
because of his U-turns, his speeches before elections. That if anybody
So
goes
this
with
has become
BJP,
centric now.
I told not issue centering.
no,
No,
that's what because he's holding a responsible
entire
ministry.
agitation.
Because he's holding a responsible.
agitation is
Because he's
Only
holding a
one man,
responsible
that is
ministry.
Vijay Sardesai.
See, you have to. It's not that he's a MLA.
The
He's
entire
holding a
agitation is
responsible
on one
ministry.
man.
Yes.
Which
Against one man
It will
called
be
Vijay
against one
Sardesai.
man.
who was talking
They
about
want him to-
who was speaking about Goinkar Pond,
The
and he
agitation
himself
will be-
made U-turns by supporting BJP. He used to curse. He said, if anybody supports BJP after election, there will be curse on him from Goinkars. And today I am saying there is this same Goinkar's curse on him. It's coming to him.
Coming to him.
But the point here is that, okay, whatever.
There is no issue involved here. Vijay Sardesai is the issue.
No, the issue.
Yes, he
And
is.
his issue is to
That,
let the government
see,
go.
we are not in government.
Are
We
we
are not
looking-
in government. BJP is in government. Let BJP decide,
Sir,
remove his
you know,
portfolio, and let Michael take it over.
Yeah.
My issue is so again, are you saying the problem is not with the entire issue of regional plans and PDAs, but it's about the DCP minister?
Yes.
Are you saying
No,
that?
no, no.
He has created it. No, he is
He
creating
has-
it. See, he is creating it.
What we are trying to say, what we are trying to say,
It
Sujay,
is
is
not
tomorrow.
even Vijay Sardesai. The cat is out of the bag. All 40 should go home. Government should be disturbed.
Yeah, because all these people have spoiled
Listen,
Goa
they
all
are
these
not
years.
such. There you are.
Yeah,
Who
you
is
have
the
so
one
who
who-
have
So
destroyed
what?
Goa.
So what?
You have
So what
destroyed
solution
Goa.
is it?
Who is the
destroyed
one?
Goa.
Who is the one?
Where is the government if everybody
Now
goes
solution.
home?
Now he's
Yeah,
trying
but
to.
no solution.
Now he's trying to make
And
it.
looks like
Now
looks
he's
like they all want Modi to rule directly. Directly.
now he
not
wants
the
to.
government.
See, in fact, see, it was very
From
like.
center.
No, okay. The thing is, the debate is going a little bit off into a tangent, but this is Goa. We accept it. The issue is no debate is interesting unless these crosstalks happen. I'm absolutely fine with it. But I think before we conclude, there's a couple of points that we must keep in mind. My issue is that let us accept the fact that it's an extremely serious issue of protecting Goa's land and resources. And I think the seriousness of that issue cannot be undermined by any other issue, whether it's political or otherwise. The point here is that we must look forward to see whether Goa's land can be and resources can be protected within the existing laws that we have. We must also see whether multiple planning and development authorities are actually doing good for Goa, or are they being detrimental to Goa. We must also see whether there is a case, and I honestly feel that there is a case to have a one state, one plan, where villages and towns and cities come under one ambit of planning. Undoubtedly, this planning has to be completely people-centric. The approach has to be down to up. We have seen the pitfalls of the planning of the regional plan 2021, when the draft plan was fantastic, when eminent personalities like Edgar Ribeiro and others Charles Correa had a fantastic. They did an excellent work to see to it that a people-centric plan comes into being. There were massive changes that happened between the draft plan and the final plan, which led to the disaster of the 2021 plan. So I think, irrespective of the impassioned speeches and comments and so on and so forth, which is all very well in democracy, I think what is extremely critical is to see that we have to revisit our entire planning process, and most importantly, deliver on a plan. Goa, shockingly, and this is going to shock all of us, we don't realize it, from the year 1990 to the year 2018, effectively we've had no planning. And the issue is that
1987.
Okay,
the last planning was done.
My point is that now this is absolutely criminal. If we cannot give ourselves a proper plan, a watertight plan for the people of Goa, everybody has failed. Across governments, across people, everybody has failed. And I think that is a much larger issue than who's in power and who's not. And I think on that note we'll end this. Let us accept the fact that all of us have the interests of Goa at heart. We may have.
If I get an opportunity, I will make this plan.
But I think it is extremely important. The NGPDA chairman says this. But what is critical is let us go back to the drawing board, have one people-centric plan, and see to it that we ultimately at least deliver a plan for the state of Goa, which has been planless for about 21 years now. And on this note, we end it. Of course, there's a rally tomorrow. We'll hear speakers. We'll hear different points of view. I thank all the panelists for their impassioned comments and their viewpoints and their forceful submissions. I thank all of you. Ultimately, debate is the soul of democracy, and that soul should never die. Thank you.